What if I told you that the most effective exercise for your long-term health doesn't require a gym membership, expensive equipment, or even a change of clothes? Most people quit their fitness journeys because they aim for intensity over consistency. But the secret to a transformed body and a sharper mind isn't found in a grueling CrossFit session once a week. It's found in the simple, rhythmic movements you do every single day. Today, we are stripping away the complexity of fitness to reveal the simple daily exercises that actually move the needle. In our modern, sedentary world, exercise has become a chore we schedule rather than a natural part of our existence. We sit for 8 hours at a desk, commute in a car, and then sit on the couch. This lack of movement leads to joint stiffness, metabolic slowdown, and decreased mental clarity. The goal of simple daily exercise isn't to prep you for a marathon, it's to counteract the sitting disease and keep your physiological systems firing. By focusing on fundamental human movements, we can reclaim our vitality without the burnout.
Welcome to Health 600's Noble Science in 600 seconds. Your life-changing 10 minutes. Let's go!
Chapter 1: The Power of the Daily Stroll. Walking is perhaps the most underrated form of medicine available to us. It is the ultimate low-barrier exercise that requires zero technical skill, but offers massive cardiovascular and mental benefits. While the 10,000 steps rule was originally a marketing slogan, modern science suggests that even 7,000 to 8,000 steps can drastically reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Walking helps regulate blood sugar, especially when done shortly after a meal. It aids digestion and clears the mind by lowering cortisol levels. To make this a daily habit, you don't need a treadmill, you just need a pair of comfortable shoes. Whether it's a brisk walk around the block during your lunch break or a peaceful morning stroll before the world wakes up, this simple act of putting one foot in front of the other builds a foundation of health that more intense workouts often miss. It is the king of simplicity and the foundation of longevity. Chapter 2: The Essential Bodyweight Duo. When we talk about strength, you don't need a rack of dumbbells to see results. The two most effective movements you can perform daily are the squat and the push-up. The squat is a functional movement that mimics the act of sitting down and standing up. By doing these daily, you strengthen your glutes, quads, and core, which protects your lower back and improves mobility as you age. Start with air squats, focusing on keeping your chest up and driving through your heels. If a full squat is too difficult, use a chair for assistance. Pairing squats with push-ups creates a full-body stimulus. Push-ups target your chest, shoulders, and triceps, while also forcing your core to stabilize. If a standard push-up is too intimidating, don't worry, you can perform them against a wall or a kitchen counter. The goal here is not to reach failure but to grease the groove. By performing just 2 or 3 sets of these movements daily, you signal to your body that it needs to maintain muscle mass. This boosts your basal metabolic rate, meaning you burn more calories even while resting. These 2 exercises ensure that your functional strength, the strength you use to carry groceries or lift a child, remains sharp. They are the bread and butter of a healthy physique, requiring nothing more than a few square feet of floor space and your own determination. Over time, you'll notice that tasks that once felt heavy now feel light, and your posture will naturally improve as your supporting muscles grow stronger. Chapter 3: Opening the Gates of Mobility. Strength is useless if you are too stiff to move. This is where daily mobility and stretching come into play. Think of this as oiling the joints. As we age, our fascia and tendons tend to tighten, leading to that old man or old woman feeling when we get out of bed. A simple 5-minute daily routine of neck rolls, shoulder circles, and the cat-cow yoga pose can work wonders. The cat-cow specifically helps to mobilize the spine and relieve the tension built up from hours of leaning toward a computer screen. Another essential move is the deep squat hold or the pigeon pose for hip mobility. Our hips are the crossroads of our body, and when they are tight, they pull on the lower back, causing chronic pain. Daily mobility isn't about being flexible enough to join the circus. It's about maintaining the range of motion required for a pain-free life. It increases blood flow to your extremities and helps flush out metabolic waste. When you make stretching a daily non-negotiable, you aren't just working out. You are performing essential maintenance on the only vehicle you'll ever truly own, your body. This practice calms the nervous system, shifting you from a fight or flight state into a rest and digest state, making it the perfect routine to perform before bed or immediately after waking up to shake off the night's stiffness. Chapter 4: Mastering the Movement Snack. For many, the biggest obstacle to exercise is time. This is where movement snacking, or micro-workouts, change the game. Research shows that breaking your exercise into small 1 to 5 minute bursts throughout the day can be just as effective for metabolic health as one long session. This approach removes the "I don't have time" excuse entirely. A movement snack could be as simple as doing 20 calf raises while you wait for the microwave, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator every single time. It could be doing a 1-minute plank between meetings, or a set of lunges while you're on a phone call. The philosophy behind movement snacking is to never let your body stay in a shutdown mode for too long. When we sit for hours, our lipoprotein lipase, an enzyme that breaks down fat, drops significantly. By snacking on exercise every hour or two, you keep this enzyme active and your insulin sensitivity high. This prevents the mid-afternoon energy crash that so many people struggle with. You don't need to sweat or change your clothes, you just need to move. Imagine the cumulative effect. If you do 5 minutes of movement 6 times a day, you've completed a 30-minute workout without ever feeling like you started one. This is the ultimate hack for the busy professional or the stay-at-home parent. It turns your environment into your gym. It turns mundane moments into opportunities for growth. Over weeks and months, these tiny deposits into your health bank accrue massive interest. You'll find your stamina increasing and your mood stabilizing, all because you refuse to let your body go stagnant. Movement snacking isn't just an exercise strategy, it's a lifestyle shift that prioritizes your well-being in the cracks of a busy day. Chapter 5: The Consistency Compound Effect. The most important exercise you can do is the one you actually show up for. We often overcomplicate fitness by looking for the perfect routine, but perfection is the enemy of progress. The magic of simple daily exercise lies in the compound effect. Just as a small amount of money invested daily grows into a fortune over decades, small movements performed daily grow into a lifetime of health. If you only have 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. If you can only walk to the end of the street, do that. The goal is to build the identity of someone who moves every day. When you stop viewing exercise as a punishment for what you ate and start viewing it as a celebration of what your body can do, everything changes. Your daily movement becomes a sanctuary, a time to reconnect with yourself. So, pick one thing, a walk, a few squats, or a quick stretch, and do it today. Then, do it again tomorrow. Your future self will thank you for the simple steps you took today. Don't just watch, take action right now. I have already shortlisted the exact products and tools you need to secure your results. Scan the video description below to get your protocol hardware today.
This is Health 600s, and I'll see you in the next 600 seconds.